My name is Ngali Shaw and I play Keith.
And my name's Simon and I play Jacky in Declan Furber Gillick's play Jacky, and we're going to break down our script notes for script notes. So we're going to break down the first scene of the play, which is called The World's My Yabby, and we see Keith and Jacky interacting for the first time. They haven't seen each other for a really long time.
And I've just jumped off the train. I'm pretty tired, but also excited.
Here in the first scene with Keith, Declan's written Jacky in a certain way. It's almost a language, and there's a rhythm there so that I can interact with Keith. For instance, Jacky will add a at the end of a sentence. Speak to him like he's a younger person. For instance, on the second page, he mentions Mikey. For lack of a better expression, dumbs it down and just says electric ticket. The language that Jacky uses with Keith is very simple, where if Jacky interacts with other characters, he will use bigger, more complicated words.
You'll crack the dictionary open then.
Yeah. Who am I talking to now?
Before the scene actually starts, 100% energy straight up on entry. And I've written that to remind myself how I'm going into this scene. I'm not coming into it relaxed. I'm coming into it like a 100% energy. So, before I go into the scene, I'll do some jumps. I'll psych myself up.
There's also something here that I circled, not in our river, which gives a really big clue about these characters, about where they've come from. Because blackfellas, we're situated all over the place. These are river mob.
Keith's sort of talk style, personality is really fast, but also clear so you can understand me. Personality, I've written personality dash Keon. Keon is my brother's name. When I tried to figure out who Keith is, how Keith is, the first person that comes to my mind that I can relate to is my brother Keon, because he's really jumpy, he's really fast. He's not clear when he talks, but I want to add that in, that I have to be clear because you have to understand me, and then often loses concentration. I feel like he just can't focus on one thing. He's just boom, boom, he's everywhere.
I use these little dash things a lot. If I use it at the end of my text, I know that somebody else is going to come in really quickly. So I just have to be mindful on that last word or that last thought to take my time just so the other actor can preempt when to come in.
When you look at Keith's speeches, there's a lot of punctuations, a lot of commas, a lot of dashes, a lot of quotes, which indicates that Keith's speech pattern is really fast and quick, like really da-da-da-da, da-da-da. And then, for example, no oysters out of your bud, not in our river. When I'm reading it, I'd read it, no oysters out of your bud, not in our river, just yellow bellies, yabbies, and dead cod. Punctuation's making me say quick.
Yeah, he thinks really fast.
Yeah.
Declan's really specific, and it's almost filmic in that way. And there's like real clues in the stage directions, like Jacky has barely touched his drink. It says a lot about who Jacky is and how he holds himself in public. And that's the greatest thing about Declan's writing, is that you just go straight to the stage directions. I know this is really like, ooh, but like it really does matter, and it really does help. And it's all there on the page. I find it so interesting that you highlight like that.
Yeah,
I highlight my lines like this, and it always has to be in a yellow colour. Otherwise I can't read it and it can't compute. And I learn lines by the shape of it. So in my head, if we're in a scene and I know I've got a line coming up, in my head, the little teleprompter will go, oh, there's a shape there. Oh, that's the line.
If I highlight the purple over my lines, I wouldn't be able to see my lines. Arrow. There's my lines.
See, that gives me anxiety.
Like... when I'm trying to remember lines, I sort of, because I write a lot of music, I think about it in like a rhythm.
Yeah, right.
And not like shapes. I think about a rhythm like da 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 da. And it's like boom, and then I'm listening to you. And it's like ba da da. And I know what's coming next after. I know what's coming next after.
You'd probably be all right with it.